Hi, welcome back. The Pixel 5 is finally here and we're going to unbox it right now. Here we go. The Sorta Sage Green, I'm looking forward to seeing in person. And the Static Grey fabric case. I'm quite apprehensive about this, to be honest, because this is that flagship but not a flagship situation going on. But you know, let's take a look. Let's leave what everyone has been saying just on the side for a minute, and I just want to see this color and get a feel for the phone myself. I really like the color of it and the feel. It's interesting. I wouldn't say it's the cardboard that it's been referred to, but it feels very high quality, even though it is plasticky. It's quite strange. Anyway, let's do this. So initial impressions are the weight and feel of the phone is... Oh, it's excellent actually. They've done a really good job on that. Now, I am a Pixel fan, but I haven't had a Pixel since the 2XL. I don't like notches on phones, and so I switched back to Samsung because I was a Note fan, and then as soon as the Pixel 3 happened, it was just like, right, I'm going Samsung. Not straight away. I sort of kept the Pixel 2XL for some time. Let's boot this up. And so I'll be doing a lot of comparisons to the Samsung that I currently own, which is the Note 10 Plus. See how it dwarfs the Pixel there. I know I did a terrible unboxing because I've not really gone through this. Okay, let's have a look. Of course, paperwork, SIM ejector tool, cable, USB OTG standard, get it all the time. And the power brick. I believe it only does 18 watts, the phone, so I mean nothing. There's going to be nothing impressive here about this phone, that's the thing. It's just a really fail-safe, interesting looking Pixel. Do you know what? This is, yeah, I like this, it's pretty cool. But it does look like a toy, to be honest. I mean, you put it against, without the D brand on it, you put it against what is out on the market nowadays, it doesn't look very shiny and fancy, but it is built very well. One thing that has been pointed out a lot is how, you know, they don't really protrude much from the phone, the buttons on the side, which is unusual. And I know the 4XLs stick out a bit more than this one. But it's still got the clicky feel you would expect. So the colour of this, what we got, is it just chrome or is it dark green as well? Definitely a hint of green in there, isn't there? And bring it up close, I sort of missed it. How little the camera protrudes from the phone is impressive too. A lot of phones now are just chunky camera modules. Whoops, no, don't do that. Second, let's just get into your operating system. So one-handed use is going to be, with my Note, it's sort of like a balancing act. Hold it like this to do stuff on the screen, and then hold it like this to do bits and pieces near the top of the screen. And I'll walk around doing this. In the past, I've always preferred the larger screens, just simply the wow factor of those massive OLEDs, really. But you know, this time round, this year, I'm going to stick with the smaller, compact, easy to use one-handed size. And the fingerprint is back again in its, you know, I think this is the most preferred location for me. And a lot of people do say they miss this. You know, you're already unlocking the phone as it's coming out of your pocket. Now, the other reason why I'll be doing some comparisons between these two phones is because I want to nail down the user experience and let you know how they differ between these two, because they do. I'm apprehensive about the fact that this allows you to change so much. You can put different task switches. Samsung let you change so many settings on a Samsung device with their one UI, but with the Pixel it's kind of like the Apple world. You know, you got restriction, you don't have that much customization. I know you can put launchers on, and you do still get the typical Android customization, but in terms of the themes can't be changed. I know you can have all sorts of icons for the quick toggles on Samsung, but on Pixel it's very much, you know, this is how the experience of Android is going to be. There you go. Let's have some close up of the phone so you can check it out. Just clear all this up and check out the case. That recycled material. I like the accents, pick accents are cool. There we go. I think the contrast here is pretty good. The green and the static grey works well. Show that like that for you. Give you an idea. In case you want to match these two, you want to know what it looks like. Can't wait to put my SIM card in it and set it up. However, let's just do some first impressions with let's check out the 90Hz screen and the stereo speakers, which I'm also a bit worried about. I heard they're not so good compared to the 4, so let's see. Right, so I'm certainly going to get more into this at a future video when it comes to the UI differences between, you know, you've got Google's version of their operating system, the way they want you to experience it, and then you'll have Samsung's, and I'm going to talk more about the differences, but initially I really don't like the size of this up here. I know they've made it large so that the camera punch out fits in the middle vertically, and I get that, but it's a lot of screen space wasted and I'm not a fan. And then what's the point in having equal bezels all the way around when you've got this larger looking one with the black bottom? What if it just matched whatever the status bar is, and then it wouldn't look so, I mean, it's not terrible, you can see the screen carries on, but at the same time it's not, you know, on Samsung you can hide the gesture hints, but on Pixel, you know, it's an ADB command to move this down, and people don't want to get into that. Anyway, I'm nitpicking. Let's take a look at 90Hz screen. So yeah, I mean, you can tell that there is an improvement. Not as big as 120Hz, as we know this is not the flagship competitor phone, but 90Hz, it's nice. You can tell the touch response is improved, and that's probably where most of the effect is. Let's just check out some sound then. What messages are being spat out of the car? Okay. It's not that bad actually. I expected worse. I would say the stereo separation aspect of it is probably the most disappointing thing. It's very heavily coming out at the bottom, but the actual sound is decent. The sound is decent, but don't really hear much here. Now, you know, could probably install a utility to get it. Well, I think you could do it in accessibility settings, make it more left-sided, and then when you're using the speakers, you get a bit more sound out of here. I'll try that and update you guys how that goes. But yeah, I'm actually, it's not a deal breaker. The sound that comes out of the speaker is pretty good. It is a shame that it's tinny and not very loud here, but there you go. And that is all for my Pixel 5 unboxing. I'm going to be talking more about these two phones and how the software experience differs between them, because at the end of the day that is kind of important. These phones have so much of the same features. Obviously this is an exception. You've got the Snapdragon 765. I didn't get into the specs. You know where the specs are, you've seen a ton of videos on it, you know where to find that information. But in terms of the software experience, that's going to make and break your decision if you're really into Android, like I am. So yeah, more information on that soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and consider subscribing if you want to see more like this. And yeah, stay safe, take care.